When we talk about AI governance, we're really talking about something much deeper than just rules and regulations. We're talking about the very soul of an organization. Who does it ultimately serve? Is it the shareholders or is it the customers? Because, as we're about to see, that one single choice, it changes absolutely everything.
All right, before we really jump in, just a quick heads up. This is part 5 of a much larger 15-part series. We're pulling all of this from a super detailed research report by Virtualization Options LLC. Today, we're zoning in on their comparison of two totally different philosophies for AI training, one built for shareholders and another built for customers.
So let's just cut right to the chase with the one question every single organization has to answer, whether they know it or not. Who is the real master of your AI? Because the answer to that defines your entire strategy. It shapes every single decision, from the top floor of the C-suite all the way down to the front lines.
You know, the Wild West days of AI, where companies could just experiment and kind of see what happens? Yeah, those are officially over. We have hit an accountability moment. There is some serious pressure coming from investors, from regulators, and from customers. It's forcing everyone to stop asking if they'll govern AI and start deciding how.
Okay, let's look at the first playbook. For organizations that are laser-focused on shareholder value, AI governance is basically a defensive game. Think of it like building a fortress. The whole point is to protect the company from any financial, legal, or reputational hit that could hurt the bottom line.
And the pressure to build that fortress? It is immense. I mean, just look at how fast things are changing. In the last year alone, the number of AI-related shareholder proposals has quadrupled, 4 times. Investors have gone from being kind of curious to flat-out demanding transparency and accountability.
That pressure from investors is literally reshaping the boardroom. Right now, more than 31% of big public companies have a dedicated board-level committee just for AI oversight. This isn't some side project. It's a fundamental shift that puts AI risk right up there with the other major corporate headaches.
And then you've got the heavy hitters, the big institutional investors. A full 2/3 of them, 67%, now explicitly look at a company's AI governance when they decide how to vote their shares. The point is, if your AI strategy looks shaky, it could actually hurt your stock.
And of course, you can't forget the regulators. In industries like finance, it's a staggering 89%. Almost 9 out of 10 firms are facing more and more disclosure requirements for their AI systems. That fortress has to be built to code, or the penalties are going to be severe.
So how do these companies actually do it? Well, it's a top-down cascade of training. It starts at the very top, with the board learning how to talk to investors about strategic risk. Then it flows down to middle management, who have to turn those strategies into actual policies. And finally, it reaches the frontline employees, who just need to know how to spot a problem and who to tell. It is all about control. It's all about compliance.
But what if defense isn't the goal? There's a whole other philosophy that sees AI governance not as a fortress, but as a bridge. This is an offensive strategy. It's designed to go out and win and keep customer trust, which these companies believe is their ultimate competitive edge.
For these companies, trust is the strategic imperative. The core belief is really simple. If you build and maintain genuine trust with your customers, the money will follow. So from this point of view, AI governance has one primary job: make that customer relationship even stronger.
And this mindset leads to a completely different kind of training. It's built on 4 pillars. First, protecting customer privacy above everything else. Second, proactively hunting down and stamping out bias to make sure everything's fair. Third, being radically transparent, telling customers exactly how AI is being used. And fourth, and this one is so important, training employees to know when to trust their gut and override the algorithm to save a customer relationship.
Now, even though these two philosophies are worlds apart, both types of organizations are staring down the same unavoidable challenge: this tidal wave of new AI regulations that's turning workforce training from a choice into a legal requirement. The biggest game changer on the board is the EU AI Act. Kicking in early 2025, this thing is a landmark. It makes AI literacy a legal must-do for any company that operates in Europe. It basically creates a new baseline, shifting training from a nice-to-have to a have-to-do to stay compliant.
And this isn't some clumsy one-size-fits-all rule. The act is actually pretty smart. It requires different levels of training for different roles. Everybody needs a baseline awareness. The folks who actually use the AI tools need operational literacy. The people building it, they need advanced skills. And the execs at the top, they need to understand strategic governance.
And this, right here, brings us to the heart of the matter. Both organizations have to follow the exact same laws, but their motivations, their reasons, couldn't be more different. The shareholder-focused company sees the law as a risk. Their goal? Do the absolute minimum to avoid getting fined. Their training is all about documentation and legal box ticking. But the customer-focused company, they see the law as an opportunity to build trust. Their goal is to go above and beyond the minimum to build brand loyalty. Their training is all about showing the benefits of doing AI the right way.
So, as the report points out, it's not really about which approach is better. The effectiveness of AI governance doesn't come from some textbook best practice. It comes from being authentic. It's about picking the path that truly, genuinely aligns with your company's core purpose and what your most important people, whether that's investors or customers, really expect from you. And that really just leaves us with one final critical question to chew on. When you look at your own company, or the companies you interact with every single day, just ask yourself, is there AI governance designed to build walls to keep risk out? Or is it designed to build bridges to bring customers closer? Because that answer tells you everything you need to know.